My name is Cameron Hensler. I am going to be talking about my high school diploma and why it is important to me. High school graduation is a very exciting accomplishment for students everywhere. It means off to the next chapter of life, whether that be a 2-year school, a 4-year college, or straight into the work world. It is on to the next step in life. To me, it was of great importance for a lot of different reasons. First, it was a product of my hard work. Ever since I had set foot in high school, I had wanted to go to Ohio State University, so I obviously knew that I was going to have to work pretty hard. I had taken college prep classes my freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and then my senior year I had taken all advanced placement classes. I was involved in a number of different clubs and organizations hoping to build up my school resume. That diploma, showed me that every bit of hard work that I had put behind it got me something. It got me somewhere. It got me to that step. Second, it meant that I was off to college. It meant that I was done with high school. I was no longer a high school student in the little tiny town that I grew up in. It was off to the next step. It meant that I was going to expand my horizons, get away from my personal comfort, you should call it, get away from what I was comfortable with and what I was used to, but I was very excited to get on to the next step. Third, and most importantly, it showed me that I could do anything I set my mind to. On March 7th of my junior year, I gave birth to my son, Trevor. He was not planned. He was very unexpected. And at 16, I went from being a, teenage girl to a single mom who was a full-time student and also had to be a part-time employee to try to make enough money to provide for her son. A lot of people didn't think I would be able to do it. I mean, I know it's really hard to do, and the odds are pretty stacked up against you, especially in my situation. The rumors got pretty bad. I grew up in a small school, so as you can imagine, it was very religion-focused, so there was a lot of people that, said some pretty mean stuff, but that's besides the point. I went through a couple months where, I was very scared leading up to when I had him and not knowing if I could, mother him, let alone graduate and do what I could to create a bright future for him. But I had faith, and I kept working hard, and a lot of people had told me, do what you can, you just need to graduate, get that diploma. There's not a job out here today you can't get, or that you can get without one. So I knew I had to get it. But what everyone didn't realize is that I wanted to do so much more. I had, 4.0 straight through my junior year, and I didn't want my son to be looked at as something that got in the way. In fact, my son was the reason why I was striving to be everything I could. I didn't have much time to see to it that I used my high school career to get me onto a better one that would brighten his future brighter than mine ever had been. So I realized I needed to keep it up. I worked very hard. I kept in my clubs and organizations. I kept in advanced placement and college prep classes my senior year. I kept my job, and I mothered him. It was very busy, but it was very rewarding because on June 3rd, 2007, I was handed this diploma, and I looked at my son, who was then 15 months old, and I knew at that moment that I could do anything I set my mind to, especially with him behind me. He's been my inspiration for everything. I don't know what I would do without him. Today, he's 3 years old, and isn't one day that he isn't making me smile from sunup to sundown. And this high school diploma every day just reminds me of the fact that I can do anything I put my mind to. Thank you.